Hi children, welcome you all to geography part. In the last video, we discussed the classification of resources under the title Resources and Development. Under this title, I have made known to you the classification of resources in the previous video. And now in this video, we are going to learn about the land resources. The land resources under the same title, Resources and Development. Land resources. Land is a very important natural resource as it supports natural vegetation, wildlife, and human life. Dear children, you know very well, land is a natural resource. It is a gifted one. It is gifted to the people. So it is a natural resource. And this natural resource, that is land, which supports natural vegetation, wildlife, and human life. So that is why land is a very, very important natural resource. Since it supports life, it is considered to be the very important natural resource. And then land is limited, so it needs to be used with care. We know very well, we cannot remake land, we cannot recreate. It's a nature's gift. So that is why it is limited. Land is limited. Since it is limited, we need to conserve it, or it needs to be used with care, my dear children. Since land is limited, it needs to be used with care. It is limited. As I told you, we cannot regenerate, land. So since it is limited, it needs to be used with care. Then India's geographical area comprises 43% plainland area we have. And this 43% plainland area, it is used for agriculture and industry. And in the diagram, you can see that, Yes. Take a look at the diagram, so on which you can see the percentage, of the land. Here, India's geographical area comprises 43% plainland area for agriculture and industry. Nearly 43% of the plain land is used for the purpose of agriculture and industry. And then 27% we have plateaus. 27% plateaus we have, which is a source of minerals. Plateaus, you know very well, plateaus are the source of minerals and fossil fuels. Plateaus are known for fossil fuels and they are known for minerals. So it is accounted for 27%. So 27% plateaus we have. All these plateaus, which is a source for minerals and fossil fuels. And then remaining 30%, we have the mountains. Mountains accounted for 30%. So 30% mountain area we have. And these mountains, which provide river water and sites for tourism. Yes, these mountains provide river water and sites for tourism. We know very well. Take for instance our Himalayas. Major rivers such as Ganges, Brahmaputra, and Indus. These major rivers, for example, in our in Himalayas, where these rivers are originated. Mountain ranges. Why I am telling this? Himalayas are the mountain ranges, snow-capped mountains. So there we can see all these three rivers, origin of these three rivers, yes, takes place there. So that is why mountains play a very important role here, which provide river water. Yes, and we are using the river waters for various purposes. for agriculture, for drinking, and for all, okay, and for generating power. Likewise, we are using the river water for different purposes in our lives. So nearly 30% mountains which provide river water, and also sites for tourism. Yes, so many tourists visit these mountains. Yes, for that purpose also mountains are used. Okay, yes, they are the sites for tourism. So likewise, my dear children, say once again, look at the diagram. 43% plain land, 27% plateaus, and remaining 30% we have mountains, my dear children. So all these come under land resources. So anyhow, since land is limited, we need to protect it, we need to conserve it, and it needs to be used with proper care. And now, land utilization, how to utilize, how to use the land. Since it is limited, this is very important. So land resources are used for following purposes. You know very well. Okay, land resources are used for following purpose. We have the forests and some land not available for cultivation. We have the barren lands or moor places, then uncultivated lands. Then the third one, other uncultivated lands like grazing grounds. Okay, we have the grazing land or the grazing grounds, so which come under the uncultivated land. And fourth one, fallow land. This is also uncultivated land, fallow land. Okay, uncultivated. And fifth one, net sown area, a cultivable land. So all these 5 types come under the land resources. So all these are used, all these resources, land resources are used for different purposes. For different purposes we are using all these lands. So these come under the land resources which are used for different for all these purposes, my dear. Forests, some lands not available for cultivation, they are called barren lands or moor places. Then the third one, uncultivated land or the grazing grounds, fallow lands. Then net sown area, purely net sown means it is purely cultivable land. So the total geographical area of our country is nearly 3.28 million square kilometers. So in India, we have the total geographical extent. The total geographical extent we have here in India is 3.28 million square kilometers. So this is the total extent of India. So land use data is available only for 93% of the total geographical area. Only 93% of the total geographical area which is available, that is under land use. But remaining, okay, it is not. So the total extent of India is 3.28 million square kilometers. And then Earth Summit was held in Brazil in the year 1992, my dear children, at or in Rio de Janeiro, where the capital city, Brazil's capital city, Rio de Janeiro, where in the year 1992, first time Earth Summit was held in Brazil. Why? What is the purpose of this Earth Summit? Its main purpose was for achieving sustainable development. The aim of this summit was to achieve sustainable development. What is sustainable development? What is sustainable development? Achieving development without damaging environments. Without damaging environment, development can be made, and this development can be called as sustainable development. Without damaging the environment, development can be achieved, and this development can be called as sustainable development. Okay, right. And for the first time, Earth Summit was held in the year 1992 in Rio de Janeiro, the Brazil's capital, in the year 1992. And later, Agenda 21 was signed by all the world leaders, particularly at the United Nations Conference on Environmental and Development, UNCED, on said. So where, okay, all the leaders all the prominent leaders of the world met together and they signed Agenda 21. Agenda 21, and this was convened under the aegis of United Nations organization. Okay, so it was held at the United Nations Conference on Environment and Development. And the main aim of this agenda, or Agenda 21, is to achieve global sustainable development. Global sustainable development by combating environmental damage. You know very well nowadays, my dear. So environments are being damaged. Okay, yes, soil erosion is there. So all our environments, okay, all our environs are badly damaged. So that is why, in order to conserve these damaged environments, so Agenda 21 was signed particularly. The main purpose of Agenda 21 was to achieve global sustainable development by combating, by fighting environmental damage everywhere in every country. Okay, in every country we see the damage of environs everywhere, everywhere. Okay, in all the countries today we are seeing the degradation of land. Okay, environmental pollution, damage everywhere, we see that. So in order to conserve the land, in order to check this environmental damage, Agenda 21 was signed by the prominent world leaders. Yes, okay, at the United Nations Conference on Environment and Development, where this Agenda 21 was signed particularly to achieve global sustainable development by combating environmental damage. And later, human activities that cause degradation of land. Just now I had told you about the degradation of land. Okay, damage, environmental damage. So human activities, who are responsible for this? We only. Human activities, human activities are primarily responsible, yes, for the degradation of land everywhere. So mindlessly the people are responsible because of their activities, the activities of the humans that led to the degradation of lands today. Environmental damage is taking place. Yes, my dear, that is why human activities that caused degradation of land. First of all, what are the human activities that are causing the degradation of the land? They are mainly deforestation. You might have heard about this term, deforestation. In the lower classes, you might have heard about deforestation. In every country, we see nowadays deforestation. Yes, forests are being cleared. Trees are cut down everywhere. Mindlessly, the people are indiscriminately. They are felling down the trees everywhere. So, good forests today are disappearing. Yeah. So, we are losing good forest cover today everywhere. In every country. Yes, we see now deforestation. So, for selfish motives, people are, yes, unnecessarily, they are cutting, the trees and clearing the forests. That is why there is a big damage to the forest today, and we call this damage as a deforestation. Clearing the forests or cutting of the trees in the forest, which is termed as a deforestation. Yes. So likewise, due to the deforestation, we are losing the good ground, good land. Yes, good forest cover, we are losing the good forest cover. And then secondly, overgrazing. What do you know about the overgrazing? Look at the, my dear children, here the pictures are here. Look at the pictures. Here the first one, this is the deforestation. You see how, the forests are being cut here. Yes, we are losing the good forest cover like this. Yes, indiscriminate felling of trees. Deforestation. Yes, and then grazing, overgrazing. The bottom, you just look at the bottom picture here. So overgrazing, animals or the cattle, grazing the grass. Yes, indiscriminately. The animals are grazing the grass, and this is called overgrazing. Due to overgrazing also, yes, we are losing good fertile lands. Yes, That also leads to soil erosion. Okay, yes, we are losing good grounds, good lands. Okay, yes, in the name of our grazing, we are losing our precious lands. Okay, yes, our grazing, yes, that leads to soil erosion, deforestation, our grazing, and then mining. Yes, look at the picture, mining and quarrying, my dear children. You can see, look at the picture, mining and quarrying. Yes, so due to these human activities, okay, yes, which are these activities of humans, which are causing degradation of land. Yes, yes, land is degraded, yes, because of the human activities today. Okay, they are deforestation, due to deforestation, overgrazing, mining, and quarrying. Because of all these human activities, okay, a lot of land, okay, a good land, a cultivable land, good land is being, okay, eroded. Yes, we are losing good grounds today, good lands, we are losing good lands due to deforestation, overgrazing, mining, and quarrying. So land is degraded, land is lot of land is degraded, okay, through these activities, human activities. So these are the human activities that caused the degradation of lands. And next, other factors that led to degradation of, besides these, what are the other factors? That they are over irrigation, making land saline and alkaline. Yes, over irrigation, yes, when we over irrigate the land, that also leads to saline and alkaline. Sometimes if over irrigation takes place, if over irrigation takes place, then ultimately the land becomes unfertile. Sometimes they become saline or alkaline. Yes, they become alkaline and saline, which are not at all useful for cultivation in course of time. So over irrigation making land saline or alkaline. Okay, yes, that is also one of the factors for degradation of lands. And then dust generated from cement and ceramic industries, so much of a dust, okay, that is generated from cement industries and ceramic industries, a lot of dust, okay, is coming out from cement industries and ceramic industry. Due to this also, land is degraded, precious land is becoming unfertile because of okay, because of all this dust that is coming out of cement and ceramic industry, my dear children. So dust generated from cement and ceramic industries is also one of the reasons, okay, for degrading of the lands. And then industrial effluents. What are the industrial effluents? Effluents means here, okay, all that bad material, okay, that comes out of the, okay, industries are called effluents, okay, industrial effluents, wastages, okay, we can call them as wastages. So industrial wastages also pollute the lands, good lands. So these are the other factors, my dears, that led to degradation of lands. What? Okay, dear children. So these are the other factors that led to degradation of lands. Okay, and in this slide, okay, we have just seen how the lands are degraded. Okay, they are degraded by human activities and other factors that led to degradation of lands. Okay, my dear children. And next, suggestions for conservation of land. Yes, since land is limited, since it is a precious, okay, it is limited, that's why we need to preserve, we need to conserve the lands. Now there are certain suggestions which are made by experts for conservation of land. Now let us discuss what suggestions were made by the experts for conservation of lands. Okay, dear children, number one, that is afforestation. Just before I have told you about the deforestation, okay, yes, indiscriminate felling of trees in the forests, deforestation. Now the suggestion for conservation of land here is afforestation. Okay, that means a plantation of trees, planting of trees, okay, and protecting the forests comes under afforestation. Okay, yes, today we see the deforestation. Okay, that is why we need to, okay, yes, take steps for afforestation to conserve the forests and to plant the new trees. Okay, yes, when the trees are fallen or when the trees are fell down, then in their places we have to plant the new trees, and all this come under the afforestation. And then second one, another suggestion, proper control on grazing. Okay, proper control on grazing. Okay, indiscriminately we should not allow the cattle to graze on the grounds, but we have to control on grazing. Okay, yes, there should be a proper control on grazing. When we control it, we can save our precious lands. And then another suggestion, planting of shelter belts of plants. Okay, planting of shelter belts of plants, planting of these saplings or plants. Okay, planting of these plants, they are called shelter belts, and shelter belts also helpful for us to save the lands, to protect the lands. Okay, and then stabilization of sand dunes by planting thorny bushes. Okay, stabilization of sand dunes by planting thorny bushes. Okay, so when we plant the thorny bushes, that can stabilize the sand dunes, especially in the arid zones we can plant the thorny bushes. Okay, yes, to stabilize the sand dunes. And then proper utilization of wasteland, proper utilization of wasteland. We have a lot of moor places, okay, uncultivable lands, and we have to use them. Okay, a proper utilization of wasteland, we have to bring that wasteland and we have to make them as best cultivable lands. Okay, and that is proper utilization of wastelands. And then control of mining. Okay, indiscriminate mining should be stopped. Okay, and we have to control the mining. When we control it, definitely we can save our land. Okay, and last of all, discharge of industrial effluents and waste after treatment. We know very well, every industry today, so if they are releasing bad or effluents, okay, wastages into the rivers and the good canals, okay, as a result, water is being contaminated and polluted. So that is why, my dear children, okay, and the industries should discharge only, after the treatment only they should discharge all these effluents and all these wastages into the water. Okay, but they should not discharge effluents into the water. Only after the treatment only all these effluents should be discharged. Okay, my dear children, all these are the suggestions for the conservation of land. All these come under the resources and development. And in the next video, okay, we shall discuss about the types of soils and soil erosion and measures to conserve or protect or save soil erosion. Okay, in the next video we shall discuss about. Okay, and stay tuned, my dear children. Okay, thank you for watching this video. Thank you very much.